Now, here is how to make an avoidant person starts chasing you. Number one, understand that you need to give them the space which they need. Yes, an avoidant person, they need space at times or commonly, So, of course, when they want that space in the back of their head, they feel like this is what I need right now, nothing else. So, when you happen to be in a position where the moment they want space, you let them have it, what is there to overwhelm them? What is there to turn them off? What is there to make them to run away from you than to just stay where they are? Because anyway, they're not overcrowding me. So give them space. And secondly, make it a point that you are patient. Avoidant people, they need someone with patience. Not necessarily that they think it in their head that I want someone who's patient. Nah. But then if you are a patient person, whatever they are doing, whenever they are away, whenever they're in need of space, it won't frustrate you. You'll be able to still be fine with it. You'll still be able to bear with it. And as a result, from them, you eventually get what you want. Remember, for example, they need space, right? It means at that time, they're away from you. Yeah, okay, you're fine with it. And if you wait long enough, when they finally feel free, they will come back to you. So that is the same thing. So the bottom line is, when an avoidant person, you are patient with them, at the end of the day, you get what you want from them. Now, when they finally got their space, they come back to you and you get them. Whereas if you get in their space, that is what chases them off. You are overcrowding them. They don't need you and you are so demanding. They can't bear it. They need their own time. They will rather dump you, get rid of you, okay? And thirdly, make it a point that you build trust with an avoidant person. Yes, if an avoidant person can get to a point where by default with their whatever they're going through, they realize that you are reliable and trustworthy, naturally so, by default, they begin to trust you. And what does that mean? If an avoidant person is to trust you, listen, they will rely on you. They will need you. In fact, they find themselves now attaching and falling more in love with you because they can trust you. They can realize, oh, wow, this person, wow, like I know that I'm a mess at times, but this person is never changing before me. They are what? You know what I mean? They find someone to lean on, okay? So make sure you are trustworthy before them. And fourthly, also make it a point that you try to hear them out. Don't judge them. Don't call them out with their behavior of being an avoidant person. Now, be that person where whatever they're doing, you be like, okay, almost like when you're dealing with someone who's crazy, I mean like real crazy, mentally ill, whenever they say some stuff, you get to a point where it's no longer even funny or weird. You just bear with it, like, okay, I understand. You don't even laugh for that matter. You just bear with them. When someone comes and make a fun out of them, you be like, hey, you call them out, right? So it's the same with them. Get to that point where they are able to, you don't judge them. They're able to speak. They're able to be themselves. And you still, they end up getting to that point where when they meet other people out there, quickly call them out, judges them. But with you, in fact, they get used to knowing that people, this is how they react whenever I'm like this or whenever I behave like this. But when you become different, that avoidance stand at the backside and be like, wait a minute. So this does not annoy you. You can bear with me. Meaning, even at a time, let's just take, maybe you took a break, you had broken up, and they are all alone. When they are alone, they begin to miss you. They try to maybe explore other people. When they think about you, when other people are pushing them away, can't bear or stuff like that with their nonsense, you become that person, like, yo, only this person can handle me. Better I go back there, okay? And now, the fifth one is, make it a point that with an avoidant person, show independency. Yes, don't make them seem like or feel like you only relying on them for your happiness. have that independency where you are busy with your life. At a time, like, for example, I always picture it like this. I feel like for a player stands a better chance at lasting with an avoidant person than someone who wants serious commitment. Because with a player, and I mean the player who find that he or she has other people that they are in a relationship with, they're entertaining, they're talking to, they are busy with, meaning they barely even have time for one person. Maybe in a month they don't have a problem seeing that person once, or once in almost 2 months. There are those people that just keep saying, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. And at that time when they are too bored, that's when they make time. So listen, for that person, it is easier to keep an avoidant, because at a time when an avoidant needs their space, they get it. And they let the avoidant get that space until they themselves feel like, now I think I've had enough space and now I want to come back. So you see, an avoidant person can never really dump that person because they're not in their space. And that person also gets to keep that avoidant person for almost as long as they want, because we don't clash. Barely do we fight because we are not always talking. We're not always, but whenever we agree that we're gonna meet up, we meet up, spend time together, go out, okay? So that's another thing. And the sixth one is create good memories with an avoidant person. Let them be able to get to a point where when you spend time together, don't be someone that you bring up hateful things, you know what I mean? Be at a point where you bring the best memories, because that person, remember, they love isolation. They love stressing at times. They are feeling weird. But each time when they go out with you, knowing that they get to experience something that they don't usually experience. You go out, you be happy. Listen, they will always kill just to spend time with you, because hey, it will be worth it. At that time where they feel like I've been down enough, I need someone that can make me feel good. Listen, when they think of you, they won't think of nobody else but you, because you are the only person that can take them there, okay? And the seventh one is make it a point that with an avoidant, be careful with physical advances. Some, they might not want you to touch them so much, if you kind of get what I mean. So with them, you must understand, you must try to be gradual, do things gradually, slowly, at a slow pace, at a nice pace. And that will eventually make them to easily open up. Easy, okay, nothing. And to the point where they by default begin to trust you and they be free around you, okay? And the eighth one is, among everything that I've just mentioned, make it a point that you make yourself to come first. Meaning, don't compromise too much to an extent where now you are getting nothing out of that relationship. You are bearing with them, but as you compromise, don't over compromise. Compromise also thinking for yourself. Don't forget yourself lastly, okay? Compromise to the second degree and you'll be like, I'm cool with this. But when you realize now it's getting way out of hand, it's a stop. If it's too much, then it's a sign that, no, they are not worth your time. Just move on, okay? I hope this was helpful, and I have more videos like this. Like, share, subscribe, and you can book an appointment with me. Details on the comment section below. See you next time.